great win for us tonight. We actually started off really well. Pace, tempo, getting stops, getting the ball up and down the floor. We talked about that all week long. We've done a better job of playing in transition, just maybe not being aggressive. Tonight I thought we were, at least early on, passed ahead, got to the rim several times. That just literally kind of gave us some momentum and flow to the offensive end. Then obviously settled in, struggled a little bit to score the second quarter, but defensively the third quarter was kind of where, the game started to change a little bit and we took control. So obviously from the defensive end we were able to get stops and then kind of build on that lead that we had.
Tatum played 21 minutes, had 20 points. That's a pretty good work rate right there. Can you just kind of describe what her process in the game was?
Tatum and I have had a lot of conversations. Tatum's a freshman, so everything is new to her. So whatever our record is right now, that's exactly how many games she played in her whole entire career. So she's seen it all. She's seen defenses that don't guard her, that sag off. She's been denied out, and she's just figuring out her way. What we love about her is she's fearless. She's got some fight in her and not afraid just to get out there and throw some punches herself. Where she really has taken big steps is on the defensive end for us. And as you know, at the college level, it's a lot to learn and take in. When you first step out there on the floor, you're seeing a lot of different things. So her game is continuing to expand, and I love it. And she's seen the game differently. And obviously, the more she grows, the better our team becomes too.
Yes.
Go ahead, David.
I have a question. So you guys are talking about defense, right? I see you guys are mixing it up throughout the game with zone defense. What were you seeing from Portland State on offense to make you go to that zone defense against them?
Well, traditionally, we flip our defenses. So that's kind of how we play. And then, yes, we were trying to control it a little bit. we flip it naturally. It's a flow. I don't want to give all the ideas away, but we flip it all the time. So it's like a normal for us to do that. And then there were moments we had to play a little bit more man because we thought that some people were breaking free and getting some looks, and that's kind of a little bit of our adjustment in the third quarter, just to try to, keep some of their really good players. Morales, what's her number, 12? I mean, she was picked preseason player of the year in our league. She's undersized, but she's just good. She can get those shots off.
Tatum, like we've been saying, you played great tonight. What went into making this performance happen?
I'd really say that these last couple games I've been in kind of a slump. Not a slump, but I just haven't felt as confident in myself. And I have coaches and teammates around me that are constantly bringing out that confidence in me and telling me to do what I do, drive, take the outside shot, and that's really what drove tonight, is being confident in myself and having players around me that make me look good.
You had 20 points against Montana?
Mm-hmm.
So she hasn't been in a slump. She's been in a 2-game high.
Yeah.
Career high.
I have one for both of you. So, as you mentioned, there was a point in the second quarter where no one was scoring for about 5 minutes. So from a coach's perspective, how would you describe that from your viewpoint, and how do you motivate the players to keep on shooting? And Tatum, from your viewpoint, how do you guys block out that sort of thing and just try to keep going?
I can start first. We were getting some wide open looks. Hannah was wide open. And so I don't think you can ask her. She is one of the best shooters in our conference.
41%.
We also had one-on-one in the paint, and we missed some easy ones at the rim. So, yes, for us, that was a piece of the halftime, too. We're getting wide open threes with some of our best shooters that we want to take those shots, and we're getting access to the paint. We now need to walk away with points. And, yes, the confidence is just you got to keep – if you're a shooter, you got to keep shooting. Now, for us, it's just controlling, like, okay, are we taking too many threes and missing? Do we want to work more through the paint? But I thought – that's what we kept telling the girls. You're getting open looks. Just relax. Let's make sure that we're knocking them down.
Like Coach said, we were getting open looks and things like that. It's just also on the defensive end. We can't go with us not scoring and then them scoring. That's when we get into kind of a little situation. But I think on our defensive side, we did pretty good at controlling it and getting our stops whenever we weren't scoring as well.
Dominated the paint. 40 rebounds to their 25, and then in the paint, 30 points to their 14. Talk about that stat.
I mean, offensive rebounds to us were kind of the separator. I mean, if you look at the 40 rebounds, 11 were from O boards. Second chance points, we had 11 points there too. Probably could have had more with 11 O boards. We're just battling in the paint, and we actually start a smaller lineup. So we start 2 4s, and so that has been our challenge. Really, is to be more aggressive. We think we typically get high percentage good shots, but now what if that shot doesn't go in? Who's climbing the glass for us and helping us get extra points? So that was probably the big separator because. And of course, sometimes it's shooting percentage. We shot 42%, they shot 32%. I mean, we were going to get more rebounds anyway because they had more misses.
Can you talk about the importance of play for K-9?
Yeah, one, that's a national thing, and it's Coach K, who was the head coach at NC State for a lot of years. And it's all across the country right now that it's typically during the month of February. And most of it, now we've done a lot of different things where it can be breast cancer driven. We've done it to where you can be playing for anybody on this night. But for females, I don't know what the stats are now, but it's pretty high that a lot of my young ladies could, or myself, end up with breast cancer down the road. So this is just a time that we either raise money, bring recognition, and it's really caught fire. So even when I was younger, when I was graduating from college, is kind of when it was all starting. And obviously Kay Yao was, alive then. I actually had a teammate that got recruited by her, and I went on that recruiting trip with her. So I got to meet and hang out with that whole staff. So it's obviously an important piece for me because I've dealt with it in my own family with both of my grandmothers. I don't know if Tatum has. We've talked about it a little bit, kind of as a team. What it means, and everybody's affected by it. So it's not just put on pink, but it isn't a time to, reflect on maybe somebody that it has affected in our family's lives that's fought through things.
I got another one. Someone I was noticing today that despite not getting any points today was Gabby Fields. She was, pushing the tempo whenever you guys got a rebound. She was fighting to get in those lanes. She was even fighting in the paint. How important is her effort like that every night from certain individuals on the team?
Yeah, Gabby, we thought she played really well right out of the gates. And Gabby, she would tell you that she struggled a little bit the last couple of games. She rolled her ankle, she did a few other things, and now we're just getting her back to healthy. But not only pushing the pace, because you're exactly right, she was getting it, advancing the ball quickly in the open court, punching it, and then defensively right off the bat, you could tell she was helping us control the game with her aggressiveness defensively. So I thought she was phenomenal, and you're right, it's not about the points because a lot of people walk away saying I should have scored, but 5 assists is 10 to 15 more points, that she helped our team get, which is just as good.
16 of 18 from the free throw line, getting better each game. What are you doing in practice to get better at that?
I stay after every single day for practice and shoot free throws with Coach Katie and Nia Hall. We stay after every practice. We even made up our own little games, swishes and misses, to help us shoot free throws, and it's paid off a lot.